What's up, world? Michael EJ here, bringing to you another video in the fields of finance, business, and life. And we'll take a little return here and talk about entrepreneurship. More importantly, do you have the DNA of an entrepreneur? Not everybody should be an entrepreneur. That's my personal belief, and it's such a thing now to become an entrepreneur. Start your own business, be your own boss, work whenever you want, do what your purpose in life is. Whoa. Slow down. If you don't have the DNA, if you don't really have what it takes to be an entrepreneur, then you shouldn't do it. I mean, it's value of being part of a company. There's value of being a corporation, being part of a corporation. There's even value to being an employee at a startup, very important employee. You're one of few, and in a lot of ways you'll have entrepreneurial-like responsibilities. That's very valuable. But that doesn't mean you should be an entrepreneur. That doesn't mean you should start your own business. I think after studying different entrepreneurs out there, looking at big-time investors, big-time CEOs, startups, I believe it comes down to really three things. First, number one is the most important, hands down, obsession. How obsessed are you with solving a problem? How obsessed are you with an idea? How obsessed are you with a topic? What's your obsession level? I mean, if you think about it night and day, if you're always looking to work on it, well, it's not even work to you anymore. It's not hard work is irrelevant because it doesn't count as work to you. You enjoy it that much, and you enjoy trying to solve a problem with it. You maybe get to a point where you're solving problems with your obsession. I think a lot about what was in Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. When he mentioned the 10,000 hour rule, he brought up Bill Gates and the Beatles and how they both had the 10,000 hours before they became big time in their success. For both of them, they wasn't thinking about the hours. They were just enjoying what they were doing. And then they started putting things together. They started solving a problem with what they were doing. I mean, and they were obsessed with what they were doing. I mean, it was everything to them. I mean, Bill Gates was eat, sleep, and breathe, coding, and computers. I mean, that's what it takes. You need to really think about that. Are you obsessed with a topic? Are you obsessed with solving a certain problem? And part of it, there is some downsides to it. I mean, part of it is you might have problems relating to other people. You might be considered a little weird. You might be considered not normal because you're obsessed with something. You're obsessed with one problem. And to be honest, that's okay, especially if you want to take a leap of faith on your own and become an entrepreneur. Secondly, you're competitive. Nobody can do it better than you can. Nobody can provide the best service in this particular area better than you. And when I say competitive, most people think about sports. Sports is the best way to think about it. And if you weren't in sports, then you're not competitive, right? Wrong. Competition really breeds in you hate to lose. Like you hate losing more than winning. Like winning, in a lot of ways, is a relief. I did it. I climbed the mountain. I won the game. That's great. Losing hurts. Failure hurts. You remember what went wrong. You walk it all back. And as humans, we're all risk averse. We all feel failure more than we feel success. But you really feel it. You really take it to heart. I mean, for myself even, if I failed in something that was important to me, it hurts. I don't want to leave my room. I don't want to leave my bed. I don't want to do anything because it hurts that much. And that's because I believe I can do more than what's already being done out there. You got to be competitive. That's the competitive spirit. You got to have it in you, that competitive nature, that you want to be the best in whatever you're doing. Third, you got to be a risk taker. You got to take some risk with your life, man. Most important, you got to take risk with your life. You can't go by the sidelines. You can't go by the status quo. You can't sit on the sidelines. You have to look at certain situations as, if I take this leap of faith, how much upside will I have versus the downside risk? A lot of entrepreneurs are notoriously known for being optimistic, and that's because this part, the risk-taking part, Not a big deal. Doesn't even cross their mind. Whatever could go wrong will go wrong, so be it. I'll make it through. Not that big of a deal. So you need those three to really say you have the DNA of an entrepreneur that's going to make it. I personally believe I have it because I see myself having all three. I'm obsessed with finance to the highest level, especially the stock market. Different market structures, how two companies are competing against each other in the markets. How are these two companies with their business model? How are they competing against each other? How does buybacks affect stocks? How does dividends affect stocks? How does some random event that happened across the world, how does it affect our stock market? How does the debt market affect the stock market? How does the private markets affect the public markets? Why isn't Uber and Airbnb going public? I mean, usually you're that big as a private company, you're waiting to go public to cash out. Why are they waiting so long? Are they hiding something here? What's going on? It's gotten to the point where I think I've created a way to beat the market consistently that's not necessarily done by anybody else. A lot of people are value investors and dividend investors. I'm neither. And I think my way is the best. That's the competitive side. Of course I think my way is the best. Of course I think, oh, you're going down traditional value and growth. That's the problem. Of course I think that way because I have that competitive streak. And if I lose, if it doesn't work out, it's going to hurt. I'm going to do an audit soon of all my stock picks that I've done on this channel, all the ones I've made suggestions for, and you're going to see some emotion. You're going to see me be really happy when I was right. You're going to really see me cringe and feel some type of way when I was wrong. Just plain and simple. It's going to go one way or the other. And speaking of putting my reputation on the line, I'm going to take the risk. If you know my story, I interned the summer before my senior year in college, interned at one of the best well-known banks. Not necessarily in the area I wanted to be in long term, but it was at a well-known bank. And I knew I wouldn't take the offer at the well-known bank. So I said, look, don't give me an offer for a full-time position. I'm probably not going to take it. I was taking a risk. I ended up in Florida after college and then Connecticut, kind of switched industries. And then I'm back here in Texas and I switched industries again. And this is a 2-year span post-college, 3 jobs in 2 years. Unheard of. That is truly taking risk. I'm putting my reputation on the line with these stock picks. I can just be right or wrong and just say, okay, I mean, I'm doing my thing, but I think I'm right. I think I'm more right than anything else you're seeing on YouTube. So, yeah, I'm taking that risk. Yeah, I'm competitive. And yes, I'm obsessed. And that's what it takes to be an entrepreneur. To truly enjoy the grind. Truly work through all the downtimes. Truly work through the mistakes. And really take an idea to the next level. And if you have that, then yes, you should be an entrepreneur. You should make things happen. You should embrace the journey. That's all I have for today. I mean, if you agree with me, let me know in the comment section. Or if you disagree, please let me know. Love to have a discussion about it. And make sure to take a hard look at yourself and see if you have the DNA of an entrepreneur. So until next time, peace.